Okay. I also think we have Todd Blummer here. Is Todd online? No. How about Jerry Simmons?
Yes, I am.
Oh, Todd, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. I had mute on and it took me a minute to get there.
Well, welcome, Todd. Todd is the president of SDG Systems. And do you have any questions or comments for our panel?
Yes, I wanted clarification. You said that the barcode scanning module was not a user replaceable option. Is that correct?
That's correct, Todd.
Okay. So, are you looking at other modular boot options? For example, well, first let me commend you for all of the peripherals that you crammed into this device. It's great. There are certainly some others that people have requested from time to time, I'm sure, like RFID. Are you considering any other boot options, either on the top or the bottom, for some of those requested devices?
We are.
You want to repeat the question?
Yeah, sorry. The question is, are we considering any additional peripherals for the Nomad? And the answer, I think, and this may seem unreasonably safe, but the safe answer is we're always looking at trying to improve the performance and the specifications of our products, but we can't comment on any developments that may or may not be occurring. So, sorry, I have to kind of defer the question, but we're always looking to advance and improve.
I'd like to add to that. There's also a header connector in the top cap that's available for proprietary implementations of peripherals, and possibly third parties could use that connector to extend functionality of the product.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Chris.
Sure.
So we did try to create an interface that a third party could easily develop upon.
That's great forward thinking. Thank you. The only other question that I had is what product do you view as competing with the Nomad right now, and what are the selling points that you would point to for the Nomad over that competition?
The question is, what does the competitive landscape look like, and what features would we think would be the most competitive? Matt, you want to take that one?
Sure. When you look at the Nomad and you look at the processor speed and the full VGA display, the battery life, the amount of memory that's built in, there isn't another handheld that we're aware of, particularly an outdoor rugged handheld that we're aware of, that really matches those specifications. Over the last year or so, we've seen a few people bringing out rugged mobile computers that were competitive with our previous product, the previous iteration of this, the Recon, and we were starting to feel a little bit of competitive pressure there. But I think that the Nomad leapfrogs the competition on those standpoints there. And the Windows Mobile 6 is kind of a bonus that we also have that over the competition. So those are the things that I would stress when I'm talking to a customer, a potential customer.
And how about the guys from Cardinal? I think Steve and Chris are on board.
Yes, we are. We're here.
Terrific. Do you guys have any questions or comments?
I had a couple of questions. Some of them may be a little too technical for this group, but we'll sling one or two of them out there anyway. On the Bluetooth implementation, can you tell us what Bluetooth stack you're using for this device? We had some issues in the past with being able to do some LAN communications and things like that, and so we're anxious to see what implementation you guys went with.
So the question is, what is the Bluetooth implementation in Nomad?
And I have to comment. It's unfortunate that you're on the phone, because as soon as you said it was going to be too technical, the engineers sat up immediately straight in their chairs. And then when they heard the question, they're about leaping over the table.
So this is Chris Peskin. We are using the Microsoft stack that comes with Windows Mobile 6. We're using a new Bluetooth part that's Bluetooth 2.0 plus extended data rate, EDR. And you'll find the performance is much improved over previous products. We've also done a few things to address some dissatisfaction areas that we've experienced in the past related to the Microsoft stack. We've added some options in the Bluetooth applet to control power management better. and to give the VAR, the application developer, some flexibility in how the Bluetooth is power managed, so that across suspend resumes connection handles to COM ports are still made available, and you should look in the control panel in this new product, and you will find some differences, and we can. It's probably a topic we should take offline, how those options can be taken advantage of to make it a more robust solution for you.
Great, thank you very much. That's exciting. We're looking forward to that. The second question, which kind of relates into that, you touched on it briefly. Are there any developer toolkits or anything, especially for Bluetooth or for interfacing with the camera when that becomes available? And what's the availability of those to give it any type of head start to application developers?
So the question has to do with the availability of developer toolkits.
Right. So we developed using the standard Windows Mobile 6 operating system. We try to keep it as generic as possible so that industry standard applications can run with it. You should use the Microsoft Windows Mobile 6 SDK that's freely available on their website with Visual Studio 2005. Visual Studio is a purchased product. So using that, you should be able to do most things on our product without additional support. The Bluetooth implementation is standard implementation, so we'll work with that SDK. The camera is also using the integrated Microsoft Camera Viewer application. So there's a whole set of standard picture taking APIs that are well documented by Microsoft. We will also be offering additional SDK content relating to getting the device serial number and hardware configuration, so you can query, does it have a laser scanner, does it have GPS, for example. And we've provided similar APIs in previous products, so there are only a couple new aspects in that. We also have, with the laser scanner, a full suite of software development code, sample code and APIs to abstract the laser scanner, so you don't need to know the intricate details of the particular scanner hardware.
Yes, about
Great.
availability.
We like the word standard. So.
Right, we know that.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I've gone through on my list here. Have I missed anyone, or did anyone online have any additional questions? Terrific. I will open this back up again to the people that we have in the room here, and I also do have some questions that have come in from the people that are viewing online.
Do any of you have any questions, comments?
Yeah, I do. This is Bennett Hall from the Corvallis Gazette Times, and I have kind of an obvious question, but I don't see it anywhere in the material here. What's the base price for this device?
It starts at $16.99.